Come with me on a hike to Talapus and Olallie Lakes. This was literally filmed on election day, so my hope and joy had not been fully crushed yet. So just keep that in mind for the context of the rest of this video. Look, it was an amazing hike, and I'll get into that further, but just need to set the stage a little bit for everybody here.
So I am very anxious about this hike today because it is the longest hike and also the most elevation that I have done since my foot surgery. So I'm really nervous. I'm not sure how this is going to go. So wish me luck, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Oh God, to be that naive. Ugh, look at how I used to look. I used to look like I was so full of hope. Oh my God. Also, I want you to keep close attention to my hair during this whole video because wow, it looked so cute and so dry in that video clip.
It just started snowing. This is so beautiful.
So damn joyful and peaceful, it makes me sick. Okay, enough hating on past Madeline. Let's get into this trail report. Olallie and Talapus Lake Trail is supposedly a 5.7-mile round trip trail. However, I will tell you, my Garmin GPS tracked 8.5 miles, which is a crazy difference. Now, the first viewpoint you get to is Talapus Lake. When I first got there, it was super socked in. It was very foggy, very snowy. You really couldn't see very much at all, but it was still really beautiful. If you only hiked up to this point, I don't think you would be too disappointed. It was still lovely. Now, this is the point where it started really snowing hard. And this was a surprise to me because the forecast did not say it was supposed to snow. The snow was actually supposed to stop a full hour before I started my hike, and then it wasn't supposed to snow again for another 72 hours. So that is why I actually made the decision to continue on with this hike. I think if the circumstances had been different, I would have turned back, right? Like if there had been more snow on the forecast in the nearer future, I probably would have been more concerned. But I actually really loved hiking in the snow in this. It was like so lovely and so peaceful. The other critical piece here, though, is that I had the 10 essentials with me. So I was totally prepared for any kind of weather. And I was also prepared in case if everything went wrong and the forecast was totally incorrect and I just got completely bogged down with snow and got stuck overnight, I was completely prepared to spend the night in the mountains. I had everything that I needed on my person in my backpack, and I also had a satellite GPS communication device in case I did need to radio for help. It was around this time that I made it up to Olallie Lake. So I think that this is really worth it. I didn't feel like it was like that much further than Talapus Lake, and I think it has such better views and there's way more space to actually hang out and enjoy at. So if you are thinking about like debating making the extra trek up to this lake, I would highly recommend it. A few little strange things that happened to me when I was up here, just to note and to kind of warn people about. The first is that there are birds up here. I'm not sure what kind they are, but they are like super aggressive and will literally dive bomb you. If you do go up here, please don't feed them because that just emboldens them and teaches them that they can go to humans for food. So, like, just don't do that. I know it makes a cool Instagram picture or whatever. It's not worth it. It's just not. So let's not do that. And then the other thing that was a little bit annoying was that somebody had their dog off leash. And I just want to remind everybody that dogs should be on leash at all times. And even if you are wanting to break that rule, your dog should be able to recall really easily and obey you. This dog almost knocked me over multiple times on the trail because it was just running everywhere and it was running off trail and it just like literally almost pushed me over in the ice and the snow. It was really unsafe. So please just don't be that person. You might have noticed I am now showing you Talapus Lake again. So I saw this on the way back down. I stopped again at Talapus Lake and it had completely cleared up. So this is just like a little lesson from nature, I think, like we can go past something, we can walk through this like foggy, bad weather, this terrible snowstorm or whatever, but the sun will come back out eventually. So I just thought it was like a lovely little lesson that blue skies are ahead of us, even though it really, God, it really doesn't seem like it right now. But also, I could not believe it when I got home. There was a rainbow going over my entire neighborhood. So I hope that this is just a little message of hope for everybody. And I hope that nature brings you some healing and peace.